I heard. This is Rock Artist of the Year that I have written my past 2 records on. And these are the phones that I had the Trivium guys track.
I'm Katie Daryl, and he is David Draiman of Disturbed. And today we're going to play a little game called Rock and Tell. It's like show and tell, but way cooler because it's rock memorabilia and items. David, what do you have to show off to me today?
All right. Well, right here, this microphone doesn't look like much, but it is the microphone that I have literally written my past 2 records on. Nothing crazy, guys. It's an Audio-Technica. It's nothing crazy. It's an AT2050, but it's nice and clear, and it works well. Now, that's one little tidbit.
Now, David, are you a guy who kind of, I don't want to say fears change, right? But once you found that microphone and it worked the first time, were you kind of like, I don't want to switch it up?
No, I don't care about, just switching it up or not. It all depends for what you're trying to use it for. And if it's good enough to serve the purpose. Now, this is not the mic that I would track album vocals on, but for scratch vocals and ideas, it's perfect. It's just clear enough. It's not too crazy. And then I got these guys. And these headphones were a gift. And they're one of the only headphones I actually brought with me from the move from Austin, Texas. And these are the phones that I had the Trivium guys track their whole record on when I produced their record. Matt had these on his head many times. When
you're producing an album and being a frontman, a singer, do you gravitate to listening to the vocals first, or are you able to block that out and do you listen to something else first? Like where does your ear go?
Well, it all depends on the type of music you're approaching, number one. Obviously, if we're talking about something instrumental, then that's a moot point. But if you're talking about a vocal-driven song, and that's the way 99% of all music is vocally driven, then I think any producer, whether it's me or anyone else, is going to start with the vocals. The musical bed has to be powerful, it has to be complex, it has to be artistic, it has to be, telling a story of its own and have its own color and all those things. But at the end of the day, people, remember hooks, and usually, and don't get me wrong, there are certainly, there are certain instances where there are exceptions, but the vocal carries the hook for the most part. And so, in fact, so much so that I would say that most producers will tend to strip away aspects of musicality in cases to accommodate the vocal where it is so strong that things get in the way. So, and I think if you don't do that, that you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. Don't get me wrong. It's like the focal point of the laser. If it doesn't have the rest of the machine, it doesn't work. Right? And it's not anywhere near as powerful, it doesn't become the laser. But when you have the rest of the machine working with it, it'll burn through you.
Cool. What else do you have? Can you show us another item or two?
I heard.
Oh, I think you're the first person to show an iHeart Award on Rock and Tell, believe it or not.
iHeart Award.
All right, remind us what year and what was this one for?
2020, and this is Rock Artist of the Year.
Don't mind if I do.
Yay.
Do you, when you go to the award shows and you have to do red carpet and you have to stop and do the polite conversation down the row and answer the same question 50 times over, do you try to switch it up, or do you find that you get into the rhythm where you're like a robot and you're like, I'm saying the same thing to this person, I'm saying the same thing to this person?
If they end up asking the same question again and again, it ends up becoming a game for me. It's like, how many different ways can I answer the same question without repeating it exactly the same way? I make it like entertaining. And depending on what happens to be going on in the news cycle that particular period in time, it can be a challenging game or it could be an easy game. It depends.
Can we get a close-up of that trophy there?
Sure.
The iHeart?
Yeah.
Never hurts.
Mm-hmm.
David, you look like a strong guy. Know your weight. How much would you say that thing weighs?
Oh God, I don't know. 5 pounds, maybe.
All right. So it is a good blunt object if there was an intruder.
Oh yeah, for sure. That would do some damage.
Hey there, thanks for watching Access TV. Subscribe, follow, like, and do all the good stuff. And make sure you leave a comment below. I don't know, just let us know what your favorite Access TV show is, or who your favorite bands are, and what artists you're into, or just say hi, man. I like to be told hi. We love hearing from you. That's the point, all right? Keep it coming.